Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Soul Circle podcast and YouTube. My name is Rika.
My name is Jenny.
I am Wella. Hi, everyone.
Hello,
Hello.
everybody.
All right. So, we actually wanted to start off with an introduction of who we are. I kind of want to start off with Jenny as to, what do you do exactly, your background, everything, and all that good stuff.
Okay, so hello, everybody. My name is Jenny Umali, and I am the founder of Purple Light Healing and Coaching Academy. I've been in this services since 2016. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I'm a life and business coach. I'm a sound bath healer. I'm also a manifesting coach, and I'm a shaman. So, whatever like spirituality you need, I'm here for you. I'm here to guide and assist you. And I'm willing to know you more. That's it.
Well, welcome to the Soul Circle, everybody. All right. Well, how about you? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your backgrounds, and everything?
Hi, I'm Wella. I am part of the Purple Light Tribe. I am a Reiki master, and I've been a Reiki master for I think about a year now. I work in IT as a full time job. I what else? Yeah.
Okay. Well, obviously, my name is Rika, so I'm actually many hats, a jack of all trades, as what everybody calls it. So, more likely, I'm a Reiki master. Started off with Purple Light, also became now well known as Intertwined Healing in 2022. And I've been open since. I'm also the same thing as background with Jenny of what she does. Also, at the same time, I'm also a therapist. So, I'm not just a life coach, I'm also a therapist. I finished that with my master's degree, and I've actually been in the background of healthcare administration. So, with that said, like I said, I'm the jack of all trades.
Yes, you are.
All right, so ladies, I want to go ahead and talk about spirituality focused topics, right?
Okay.
Like your journeys, like what you guys been through, awakening stages, all that good stuff. I kind of want to ask Jenny the first question in regards to your spirituality. So, what does spirituality mean to you personally?
What does spirituality mean to me? Personally, before I answer that, I want to talk about like when it did started.
Mhm.
It started during the Dark Night of the Soul, 2015, when I had to go through the Dark Night of the Soul, when I had to go through rock bottom. I was in the Philippines and I was doing okay in the Philippines until one day I woke up with nothing. I woke up with no offers for work. I woke up with no friends, no money, and suddenly break up with my partner during that time. I was in the stage of confusion. And then I was asking myself, why is all this happening to me? And then I found myself writing down in a journal and asking myself, what is this? Why is this happening to me? What does God wants me to experience and to learn? And so I've been playing tug of war with God,
Hmm.
and I just said I'm no and I just said like stop, enough, that I don't want to play tug of war with God anymore.
Mhm.
And I asked him like, put me where you want me to place me. Like I'm just gonna follow. I surrender.
Mhm.
And then that's when it all started. And then I had an opportunity to come here in the US, and I was looking for meditation group. I was searching for meditation group. I was searching for something that will calm me down and that will relaxes me. I was like looking for something like in a deeper level of my life. And then I found Reiki, or
Mm.
Reiki found me. all of a sudden, I've been receiving emails from Reiki, and then I was learning from it. And that's when it all started. It was 2015. And I didn't know that Reiki will change my life. So, spirituality means to me is about surrendering your whole being to God for you to be able to connect with Him, for you to be able to follow the path of peacefulness and serenity.
Okay. Well, that sounds
True.
really good. How about
See,
you, Ella?
oh, I just have something to inject there. See, you also mentioned to me before that like God, the universe is already calling you, but you keep on running away, right?
Yes. Yeah. So there's a calling already, like about moving towards like spirituality. But that's the reason why I said I've been playing tug of war because
Mm-hmm.
I don't answer the calling.
Mm.
I don't answer the calling. There's already like a calling about like healing, tarot reading, life coaching, and then I don't entertain it. I was living in the 5D world where I was so very comfortable with my finances, being an actress in Manila,
You mean
being a
3D?
singer.
You mean the 3D?
Yeah. So I'm like very comfortable with my life. But then there's like a calling already that was like trying to tell me to move forward. But then I am very stubborn. So that's when the dark night of the soul happened. If not with the dark night of the soul, I'm not gonna be here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna be fulfilling my dream to serve other people.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's true.
True.
I feel like you answered a lot of the questions I was about to ask. So I'm probably not even going to go forward with that, but it is good that you actually shared that because a lot of people don't understand a lot of things about spirituality. They have no idea how to even navigate through that. Heck, I was there, but I want to hear Wella's story. Like what's going on with your spirituality journey? Like,
Yeah. So I grew up in the church like since I could remember, like 7, even earlier than that. I grew up. So my dad passed away early in my life. Like I think I was 7 years old. So I only have my mom and I have my 2 brothers growing up. We were so young when my dad passed. So it's just my mom. So we barely see her because she has to work. For we're all young, and so we grew up in the church. So we live right across the church.
hmm,
So that's my mom purposely did that so we could go in the church every time. So I grew up in the church, Sunday school and everything, a Christian. And then I was from an early age. I remember I was already looking for something. It's just something like, there's a an emptiness. I couldn't explain it. Like, I don't think this is it. I want, what is my purpose? I even read The Purpose Driven Life by Rick Warren, and then I researched, and then as I went on, I know I'm already a sensitive person. I could already feel the energy, but I couldn't explain it. I couldn't explain that energy or anything like that.
hmm,
But okay, so moving on. 2 years ago, my mom passed away. Sorry, but before that, I met Athens, and then Athens was already telling me about Reiki, about energy, and I'm like, oh my god, I think that I need that, And Jenny, and I said I want to meet her, but we just didn't get a chance to meet. Always, something happened, so it was not time. And then my mom passed 2 years ago. I remember my life really like crushed. I felt so alone, and I don't want to live anymore. I was in a very dark place. So the first thing that I went to was Athens place to have a facial because I needed to get out of the rut. I needed to get out of the house. And then Athens saw me, and then we talked, and she said, I want you to meet Jenny. Jenny will help you. That's where I met Jenny. And then I started the healing session with her. And then that's where I had my awakening. Jenny helped me with that. and then that changed everything, like 180-degree turn. Like after that, my chakras opened. I questioned a lot of things, I everything. And then I remember one session with Jenny. I'm like, I couldn't do this anymore because I'm so hurt. And Jenny said, you have to surrender. And that's what I did. I surrendered. By that time, I couldn't forget that. When I surrendered, that's when the things opened up for me, because I surrendered my soul, like, take over, God. I cannot do this anymore. And that's where I think I decided to be in a Reiki class, and then the master, and then everything's just falling into place. And then I find my relationship, honestly, with spirituality more to be closer with God than when I was at church.
Mm. So what does spirituality mean to you personally?
For me, it's my relationship with my creator. It's not
Mm.
just a relationship before, because I was brought into a religion of fear. Like, if you don't do this, something will happen. It was like a big brother looking at me from up there, like,
Mm.
like watching everything that you do. But now it's more of unconditional love. So that's what spirituality means
Mhm.
to me now. My personal relationship with God.
Mhm.
Right.
And how about Eureka?
There's so much things going on with my life. I don't think it stops. It's like, what does spirituality mean to me? It's an open book. To me, it's like it's a lot of experiences. But the number one, obviously, we've all agreed to it, is the closeness with God. There's no other else when it comes to spirituality. It's the closest with God, your spirit guides, your ancestors, everything. Like, it's all around us. That's why it's called the universe. That's how I see it. You know what I mean? And just like with Bella, she had religion trauma, which I went through as well too. Y'all are watching this. Oh well. So I'm like, I'm speaking my truth. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And it was a really awful experience. Like, I think I know what Wella was talking about. It's like you're feeling like you're walking on eggshells. That's how it felt like. It felt like every little move that you make, even kissing and dating, it's like they made you feel like you're
True.
gonna go to hell. And I'm just
Exactly.
right. And I said, what? So I was not getting close to God. In fact, and I will admit this for the first time in my life, that I resented God because I said, how could you be able to? It feels like that abandonment. See that word, abandonment? It sucks. It just resonates to me a lot. I felt very abandoned by God. Like, how could you abandon me? How could you let me go through these challenges? How could you? And there's that question of the how could you? But then, as I went through, I don't know what happened. No, I know what happened. I was triggered by a twin flame. And then when I got triggered, that's when my spiritual awakening blew the heck up. And it went back into my face like it's a mirror. And it was like very annoying. So what did I do? I researched Journey. So yes, everybody who wants to know, I started off with Jenny too. Not just Wella, I did. But it wasn't like a connection through a friend. I was literally clicking on the website like, should I? Should I not? Should I? I don't even know what
Mm.
Reiki was. All I knew was people were giving me signs. It's like God giving me breadcrumbs. So here we are. Here's some crystals. Here's some tarot. Oh, by the way, Jenny's available because somebody triggered you finding out who your twin flame was. And then I flourished from there, became Reiki 1, 2, and Master. Then I became a shaman. So just to let you know, me and Jenny had a little twin flame separation, for 1 year.
Yeah.
But we came back and we were stronger than ever. We learned lots of lessons. And that's why spirituality is important to us because we did not come back in based off of physical human form. We
Yeah.
came back because God says, you both need to cut it out because the parents said so.
Mm.
And
And
So
I was
I have
going
a
to ask you that.
question.
oh,
Yeah, I
there's
have a
questions now.
question. I have a question.
Sure.
Like in every religion, they do believe in God. So what's the
Yeah.
difference between that and us? Like, are all our what does spirituality mean to you personally? It means our relationship with God. But every religion has a spiritual connection with God. So what's the difference between us and other people who are in religion?
Nothing. There's really
Exactly.
nothing. And that is
Yeah.
exactly what I talk about all the time for people who are suffering with religion trauma.
I think what's the difference is that we talk to God directly instead of like having a third party, like a
Mm.
pastor or a preacher.
Human form.
Like we directly talk to God, we directly is connected to God
Yes.
without any participation of a third party where, hey, can you pray for me? We just like go pray to God straight. Or like, God, can you please forgive me? Or like, I'm happy and grateful, God, now that you're here with me. So and also like I think spirituality is not only that we are connected to God, we are connected to every
Every
divine guides that we
exactly.
have. Our ancestors, our spirit guides, our archangels, our highest self.
Our soul.
I think we all consider all of those guides to be part of our spiritual connection with God.
True. True.
I
No,
think that's what it I think that the difference between like being I know God to having a relationship with God.
Yeah, you know God on a deeper level because you are not you know God not based on fear, not
Yeah.
based on it's an external thing
Yeah.
that you have
It,
to always have to be scared of. If you don't do this, you have to ask for forgiveness, you have to, it's not like that. When this for me, spirituality is you connect to God and you still feel that unconditional love. You have your free will, God gives you the choice, but it's more of the unconditional love. It's not based of fear. It's not
yeah.
based of where you're going. If you don't accept his love for you, it's not about that.
Yeah, and I think like when I say my relationship with God is also my relationship with myself because I believe that God is within me.
Hmm.
And that's how I like define it spiritually. That's how I define it. Like I am no longer separated with my God because God is within me. I'm a child of God
Exactly.
and I am one with God. And so, like, whatever decisions, and that's where unconditional love is coming from. That's when you start believing that if you're gonna hurt other people, you're hurting yourself, you're hurting God.
True.
And God doesn't want us to hurt other people. God doesn't want us to do anything bad about others. And so I think that's what it is for me personally.
no,
Like,
and that's
God
true.
is within me.
And that's true. I actually just had a conversation with somebody about that, that, in the end, you know, who is really hurting the most when you're having all this anger, this resentment, that you're holding that in, right? And that's like literally in your soul, like it's manifesting in your body. Kind of like what Jenny says, it's manifest in your body will remember this. And that is absolutely true. It's remembering that and you hold it in. Can you imagine if your last day on earth was the last thing that you have on your head was I hate someone or I don't have forgiveness with somebody? You know what I mean? You never thought that it was your last day on earth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
another question: how has your spiritual journey transformed your life?
Ooh, good question. I'm gonna let Wella take over this one.
How has it transformed my life? I think in a good way. It's not sunshines and rainbows, I would say, because they think that spirituality, oh, it's always, relaxed. No, it's not. You're still a human, so we still have that human experience. We still get anxiety, we still get depression. But now you know how, for me personally, I would answer for me personally, I know how to transmit that energy
Mhm.
when I feel the anxiety. I don't have anxiety before I had, but I was able to, the deeper for me, the meditation, one
Mhm.
thing. When I do the meditation more, the way that you guys taught me how to do the meditation, it has tremendously changed my brain, the wiring of my brain. Like I know how to transmute. If I feel this, I know how to do it. And I always ask now, because I know my spirit guides. I know that I am taken care of. So I just call on them. So that's just from spirituality. I call on them for help, and they help me. My mom, my guides, and God, and that I don't have to be always scared, I would say.
We're all one in soul. So we're all going to be helped out no matter
How
what.
about you, Rika? How has your spiritual journey transformed your life?
It's still transforming till this day. What can I say? You know what I mean? There's days of, you're going to go through chaos. Like kind of like what Wella said, it's not rainbows and peaches and unicorns all over the town when people are talking about, I want to heal. I still remember the quote when Jenny was like, you sure? You sure you want to heal? You sure? Okay. That already scared me right there. So I was like, oh, I'm in for a treat. I was all like, I already know. And spirituality changed my life in so many different ways. It's more than one. It's like I said, it's like a jack of all trades of everything. Life lessons comes along. Peace is not about happiness nor sadness. It's just literally being in the now. Meditation really helped out a lot, especially things that I discovered. Many different healers in the collective of the world that I've met. Jenny was one of them, across the countries. And you guys are all special. Please, can you all just let me know and just say this, that I appreciate all healers of the world, because
Yes.
none
Mm-hmm.
of this, and I will just stress this out right now, none of this that we do is easy. It's
Yeah.
really not easy.
Yeah. Well, for me, it transformed my life the way, like in the way how I treat people,
Mhm.
Yeah,
the way
yeah.
I see people. It transformed my life with my purpose. Like, how has my spiritual journey transformed my life? It transformed my life into 1 million times better.
Mhm.
Because my purpose is my passion, and my passion is my purpose. And my purpose and my passion is to help other people.
Mhm.
And it transformed my life in a way that I was able to feel myself first, fill my own cup first, and then help other people. It helped me realize that helping other people is helping myself first.
Right.
It
That's
transformed my life in my relationship with my children. I changed a lot from being hurtful, from being angry, from feeling all of this unwanted energies in my body, mind, heart, and spirit. It helped me recognize what I was supposed to feel, what I supposed to see. And then I faced them all. I faced all the demons. I faced all the gremlins.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started loving myself. It transformed me to love myself. It transformed me to understand others better.
Mhm.
True.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
True.
Yeah.
I was gonna add that the way spirituality works for us is we see people differently now,
Mhm.
We show more compassion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it transformed me with like knowing that empathy is different from sympathy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like I thought before when I was young, I'm always like pity other people. I didn't know that I was feeling their energy instead of observing their energies. So I didn't know that there's such thing as empathy.
Mm.
Yeah. So that kind of like when I learned that, it transformed me.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. I mean, I think we're all empaths here, most healers. Because, well, I can see that you're like feeling a lot of energy right now.
I'm
Going
burping.
like this. It's like burping. She's like, where is this energy coming from? Who is it? So, but that's all of us as a collective healer. So, another question we want to ask is, how has the spiritual journey transformed your life? Did we talk
Oh,
about
we
it
just
already?
asked that question.
Oh, we did. Okay, so moving on. So sorry. Actually, like the other one that I want to ask. Sorry, we already talked about that. So the next one that I wanted to ask is, what spiritual practice do you return to when life feels heavy or chaotic, as we can say?
Oh, I'm obsessed with quantum jumping right now. I'm obsessed with quantum jumping. But of course, like the base of quantum jumping is meditation.
No?
The
Yeah.
base is the base is when you need to be in stillness and then jump into that quantum leap.
Right.
So with the quantum jumping, I put myself into stillness and then access and tap on the the highest version of myself.
Mm.
It's like what I quantum jump is to see the highest version of myself, like learning who I am, the
Mm.
I am me, the I am,
Right.
instead of the self.
Mm.
So I do quantum jumping, I do meditation,
Mm-hmm.
I do Reiki, and then I have self dialogue.
Don't we all?
Yeah, I do self dialogue where I ask myself, how am I feeling today? What's going on in my body? What's going on in my mind?
Mm-hmm.
I do self check in all the time
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like if I don't, then I won't be able to help other people
Yeah.
if I'm keeping something inside.
Right.
So the spiritual practice is quantum jumping, meditation, and Reiki.
Mm. Makes sense. For me, it would be obviously meditation. I never skip a beat, morning and night. It's like very
Mhm.
important. I always tell that to even my own clients. Listen, I was like, you cannot skip a beat. If you do, your life is going to be chaotic for the day. So you got to figure that out.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah,
know for
it
sure
happens all the
meditation is
time.
important. Yeah, it's important.
It happens all the time. Like when my clients would like come and then they tell me like, if I didn't meditate, I'm like in a chaotic mode. In like I'm so imbalanced. So yeah, because you need to balance yourself through meditation,
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean,
and for me, it's
meditation.
very important.
And breath
It's
work.
very important. Yeah, breath works. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
the foundation is meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Of all the things, of all the tools, of all the healing tools, meditation is the base.
Mm-hmm.
It is the foundation of all healing tools.
Right.
It's like when we ask people to do Reiki, we ask them to breathe in and out. That's meditation.
Mm-hmm.
We ask them to just be. We ask them to just be quiet and calm.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So that's the meditation. And then we started doing Reiki or like shamanic healing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, just by doing the breaths itself is meditation already. Even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it's good to go.
Right. And
And I do
really,
my mala beads, yeah. I do my mala gratitude prayer. I do my mala beads every night. Doing the my mantra is Hindu mantra.
mhm.
My mantra is Hindu mantra.
Someone's
Om
obsessed with
Shri
temples these days.
Mahalakshmi Namaha. Yeah. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Ram Ramaya Namaha.
Mhm.
That's what I do every day, every night.
Mhm.
And then I say my gratitude every night. And then in the morning, I journal. I write my gratitude intention, which is my manifestation.
Mhm.
I do my gratitude, my normal gratitude where and I am happy and grateful for my home. I'm happy and grateful for my office. Happy and grateful for my food. I'm happy and grateful for the money. I'm happy and grateful for my life. I'm happy and grateful for Christian, my family, and my friends. I'm happy and grateful for my clients every morning. And then my gratitude intention is I'm happy and grateful now that I have unlimited supply of money, people who needs my services, high paying clients for Reiki healing session, healing and spiritual practice program, cord removal, all of the courses that I have. I say them all. And then I'm happy and grateful now that I have financial blessings. So my I don't have to wait to feel heavy
Mhm. Yeah.
for me to practice meditation. I
Right.
don't. I prevent it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, CC. Sorry, I had to plug in my computer. I agree with the meditation. Sometimes life gets too hectic in the morning, you know. So I put it away, but if what happens is if I notice if I put it away, my day is chaotic. Like my mind is all over. So try to find
Mhm.
really before everything starts. I wake up um early, and then just do at least 5-10 minutes of and it tremendously helps with the flow of the day.
Balance. Yeah.
Yeah. And I always tell my friends to meditate. Sometimes they take me seriously, sometimes they don't. And I don't blame them, because not all people believe in meditation. They think that one of my friend from the gym said I couldn't quiet my mind. I have ADHD.
Meditation is not quieting your mind.
That is what I
Meditation is
told her.
mindfulness. Meditation is allowing your thoughts to arise.
Yeah.
That's the mistake. That's the myth. That's the biggest mistake of the people. So for all of you who are watching right now, meditation is not about quieting your mind.
Yeah, no, not at
It
all.
is
Exactly.
not about allowing your mind to be quiet. It's not. Allow your body to be still,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and your body will tell your mind to relax. And the mind's job is to wander every 90 seconds. And there's like 200 words going on in your mind. So don't resist, because it will persist. The more you push your thoughts away, the more that it will persist. So what I do and what I tell my clients is that allow your thoughts to be understood, acknowledge your thoughts, understand your thoughts, and go back to your breathing.
Mhm.
And then the minute you keep on doing that, the minute you keep on like allowing your thoughts, acknowledging your thoughts, understanding your thoughts, eventually you're gonna come to a point wherein the minute you close your eyes, you're in heaven, you're in the universe.
True, true.
But in the beginning, it does that because the mind starts to wander every 90 seconds.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I can jump into that as well too. I teach the do nothing method. When I say do nothing, I'm not saying to be like, oh, but shut off your mind. No, it takes practice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I usually that's why it's called mindfulness. It takes practice. So if people want to really be in the silence, you can just be outside for your starter point. Listen to the birds, get yourself distracted to other things, so that way you can feel the whole thing around you. You can
Yeah,
get.
because the number one thing about meditation is listening.
Yep, that's
Mm-hmm.
really it.
True.
The number one thing about meditation is listen. Listen to your surrounding, listen to your voice inside, listen to everything, and then it will subside. Because the more you face all those things, the more that it will go away because you're not resisting it, you're not fighting it.
Yep.
Because
You're
you're
just
in the moment.
allowing.
Mm-hmm.
You're allowing, you're flowing.
Yeah.
You're listening to the sound of the birds chirping. You're listening to the barking of
Arm
the dogs.
honking.
Listening to, just listen to it. And then eventually you're going to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be able to relax because your body is telling your mind to relax. It is not the mind that will tell the body to relax. It is the body that will tell the mind to relax. Like, hey, mind, it's okay.
Mhm.
It's okay to relax now. It's okay to calm down.
Yeah.
The body is not carrying any energies anymore.
Mhm.
When you sit still, that is why there's a proper way to sit during meditation because it is included in the meditation. It has a big effect. The sitting position has a big effect on meditation.
Is it because of the flow of energy?
Yes, because of the flow of energy, if you're sitting up or you're laying down, there's also like different meanings to it.
Yep.
There's like different effect to it. So the very challenging position is laying down position because you tend to fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you're in your half lotus position or your full lotus position, you're allowing you're channeling the energies from above and under, and your spine is connected.
It's like a
The silver
kundalini
cord
effect.
is connected from like above and Mother Earth.
It's like a
So that's how
kundalini
it
effect.
is.
It's like a kundalini effect.
Yeah. So either way, like when you're sitting down, when you're meditating and you're sitting upright, when you're like in your office, for example, you're in your office and you're sitting like this, you're sitting on the chair, make sure that your feet is on the ground
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
and your chest is like open. Your spine is aligned with your neck.
Right.
That's just how it is. And so that way, when you channel the flow of energy from Mother Earth and the universe,
Mhm.
it goes through. It
Yeah. Yeah.
permeates.
Mm-hmm.
It permeates inside your body. And then the minute you start like doing the position, automatically you're telling your brain, you're telling your mind that it's time to meditate. You're preparing yourself to meditate.
Yeah. Except like your body's preparing you for it. Like it's already knowing the routine. That's what's happening
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
yeah. Automatically, once you sit down,
Mhm.
like once you like put yourself into that position, your body, your mind will already know that, okay, so
It's
this is like
routine.
meditation position already. We can start.
As if like it's your routine now. Like, okay, this is a habit now. I'm like, this is it.
Yeah.
Like it's almost kind of like getting a cup of coffee, but you're having your cup of meditation.
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
have a question for you guys. So for those people that wants to meditate, how long would you recommend or you suggest they start with?
5 minutes.
Mhm.
5 minutes or even 10 breaths.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You
For
can
the
start
5
with,
beginners,
minutes. Hmm.
yeah.
I will say this for the beginners, if you are a beginner, start off slow, go to 5 to 10 minutes at most. If you're a little bit more in the advanced mode, try to go a little longer, 20 to 30 minutes at most. I like to do 20 to 30 minutes. I'm a little bit advanced now. If I do 5 to 10 minutes, it still doesn't feel good. So, like, I'll just be honest.
True, true. I
Yeah,
agree
five
with that.
minutes of breathing meditation. The foundation is the breaths. So
Mhm.
you're gonna breathe in through your nose, count 4 times, and then hold that breath 4, and then release the breath 4, and then pause again. So that's the box breathing. I always suggest the box breathing. But for you to activate the parasympathetic nervous system is do the double breath and exhale. If you're having anxiousness, do the box breathing or the double breaths. Like,
That's probably why when we cry, we start having snots and going because our body's
yeah,
trying to calm down.
yeah, yeah. Because so when you're
True.
crying, like, yeah, because it activates the parasympathetic energy.
There it is. I'm all like, oh, that's why we do that.
Okay, so who or what were your biggest spiritual influences?
Ooh. Well, I'll take that over.
Uh,
Who or what were
who,
your biggest spiritual influences?
what would be the I watch a lot of YouTube from uh Louise Hay.
Oh, yeah,
Um
Louis.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, and
I
then
started with her.
yeah.
I
And
started with
then
affirmations with Lois Hay.
yeah, up to now I still do that. A lot of good spiritual teachers, uh and then a lot of healers too with different modalities. You guys are my influences to the tribe. Um different different ancestors that we have,
Hmm.
I would say. Not specifically a person, but like the people that came before us. I know they were sent here to, like, Jesus, Buddha, Krishna. They were
Yeah.
sent here different times for a different lesson. I believe that.
Hmm.
Right.
How
And
about you, Rika?
for me, number one, always, always is God, Alpha and Omega, no matter what.
Mhm.
Can't deny that. But also, there's philosophers like Buddha, Jesus, Krishna. There's so much more. Rupert Spira, I actually like to watch his videos. A little old school, but it is actually very insightful to hear it. And then also Eckhart Tolle. I like Eckhart
Oh
Tolle.
yeah, yeah.
I
I like
love reading
them.
his book, The Power of
Mhm.
Now. That was like a wonderful book. And I like all the different healers of the world. There's so many. I thought, I love Jenny that much. I thought Jenny was the only healer that's like, oh yeah, I love her. But you know what? I love to explore everywhere. Like there's so
Mhm.
many healers out there that's just so different in their crafts and
Right.
modalities. Well, you're gonna be like that as well too. You're gonna have your different craft. You're gonna have your different gifts of what you're going to do
Mhm.
for people. Same thing with Jenny. She has a different craft. You've seen her and I in differences and
Yeah.
what we do in our healing modalities, but it's still foolproof. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And one of the best things that also that I really look up to is, of course, all of our spiritual guides, our ancestors that's with us. Because without them, I don't even know if I would be able to really heal the people that needs that healing without my
True.
guides.
True.
Yeah. So for me, it's of course it's God, right?
Mhm.
For me, it's God and our ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
So I am very like fond of
You like Shiva.
Hinduism. Yeah, Hinduism and Buddhism.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of like get really connected to them, and then I follow their practices. And it helps me a lot with balancing my energy and like fulfilling my purpose
Yeah.
because it's all love and light.
Yeah.
It's all love and light. And also the archangels
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
who's always with us.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
And of course, my ancestors,
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
which is also me.
Right.
True.
Just jumping, in different timelines. I mean, how many
Uh,
lifetimes ago did we come back here, ladies? Let's just
yeah.
be
But
honest.
number one is Kuan Yin,
Oh
the
yeah.
merciful and compassionate goddess.
Mm.
Like,
Because that was her in her past life, just to let you guys know
yeah.
right now. That's why.
Yeah,
And if
because look
anybody
at
wants to
my
know, I was
eyes right
Aphrodite.
now. Look at my eyes right now. I look like Kuan Yin.
Oh yeah. I
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
I just want to say I'm so happy nowadays because of social media. You see a lot of healers coming out. We're so connected now.
Yeah.
The information out there, and a lot of people are actually n-
Waking up.
awake. Yes, exactly. That it's whatever. There's a lot of negativity going on, but we have to be that positive.
The collective energy.
Yeah, we have to help.
Well, yeah, because you get to see a lot of like healers now because of the algorithm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
These are the ones that we choose to watch. And so now it's kind of like manifestation. It's kind of
Yeah.
like manifestation. It manifested in our reality because whatever you put out there, it comes back to you.
Hmm. Exactly.
So that's why you see a lot of healers now, which is very good. It's a collective
Yeah,
energy.
because a lot of people actually need help. A lot of people need healing, in some
And the
way.
world needs help.
Yes.
And
Agree.
That's
healers do
why,
need help too. Okay.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that's why it's hard for me to go on thread because on thread you can see the news.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of like things going on, and I get to see that. And then it affected me. Like the other day, I was crying because it affected me.
Hmm.
The bombing, it affected me so much.
Yeah. Yeah. You can.
And I
Yeah.
and I
True.
literally cried at the church.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I cried at the church when we attended the church last Sunday.
Yeah.
I cried. I was crying the whole time
Hmm.
because I was feeling the heaviness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was feeling the heaviness. But then what Ilham said that she doesn't watch the news, or I don't do. I don't watch the news. But sometimes there are like clips of the news
Yeah.
on social media
Hmm.
and you get to see it, and then I'm affected by it.
Yeah.
So last question for like 7 minutes. We have 7 minutes. Do
Yes.
you believe we all have a divine purpose? If so, what do you feel yours is?
Well, I think I'm already living that. we're, like I said, we're a soul circle for a reason. We have this podcast YouTube for a reason because we're all collective healers. We're here sharing to the world our experiences, our purposes. This is a purpose, ladies, what we're doing right now. We are
Yes.
sharing our purpose to everyone as to why we become like this. I think I'm already following that now. I'm a healer, I'm servitude, I'm serving. Because in the end, you're not just here just to be like 9 to 5, coffee grind, get
Exactly.
that money. No, you're literally here because even your job is a servitude to God. Everything that you do when you're waking up in the morning, when you're helping out your children, when you're helping out the people out there, when you are like going to that 9 to 5 serving job, right? Whether you're a waitress, whether you're a firefighter,
Yeah.
a nurse, it doesn't matter what that is. You're actually being connected to a collective of healer. Your purpose is serving. You are a servitude. That's what's
True.
happening there. That's my purpose, and that's what I came to understand.
True.
That's nice. How about you, Ella? Do
For
you
me,
believe we all have a divine purpose? If
yes.
so, what do you feel yours is?
Everybody has a purpose here. The foundation. For me, I believe we were sent here to love. That is our purpose here, to love and service, above all. Like what you said, I work in IT, so I have a full time job. I'm so happy because I didn't know that I impact them in a way that they always say every time there's a review in our performance. They always say you have a positive attitude, you have a positive thank you. I am like, I'm just being myself, but I don't know that in that way I am actually doing a service. I'm showing them love. I'm showing them that even if it's a stressful environment, so at the same time I'm healing them. So yeah,
Mhm.
those things. And I know I'm a healer because I love to help people. I love to just be of service, and I just want to send my love to people, especially those
Yeah.
that have been in my situation.
Like for me, my divine purpose is to touch people's heart, to also for them to learn how to heal themselves.
Mm-hmm.
My purpose is to lead them and to awaken them so that they will also learn how to heal themselves and heal other people. Hurt people, hurt people.
Heal
Yes.
people,
That's
heal
just how it
people.
is. Heal
Mm-hmm.
people, heal people. That's just how it is.
True.
So for me, my divine purpose is to teach and to help them understand, to awaken them, to bring them into their spiritual awakening and journey. That's why I always love to teach.
Yeah.
I love to teach. And people are like asking me, Jenny, why are you teaching them? These are all your clients. Why are you like teaching others? Why are you letting them be a practitioner as well? And I get that all the time. And I said, I cannot have it all. I
Mhm.
mean, I can have it all. But then
That's
what
what I
I'm
was gonna
saying,
say. Who can?
I
We can.
cannot, I cannot just, there's so many people in this whole wild
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
And I think, as an awakened people, or as more a spiritual person, we cannot gatekeep this.
Yeah.
Nobody is. We're not better than them because we're more spiritual. No, we're not. So we have to share this as a service. We cannot gatekeep this. We're not special. We're not better than them. We're all the same.
I'll
you
correct
know
that. We are
Yeah.
special, but we're just not better than anyone else.
oh yes, yeah, we are special, but what I mean is, you know what I mean, like
I know what you meant.
we're
I
not
wanted
better
to just
than
throw that out
anyway.
there.
Yeah, because we're a healer. I think I'm better than we're not.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
not at
true.
all.
Not at
Mhm.
all.
And every healer has its own uniqueness,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
has its own way of healing.
Yeah. And you're gonna
And
learn
as healers, we don't heal them. We
Yeah, yeah,
activate them.
true.
We activate their healing energy. That's how it is. We send them good intention so that they believe in themselves. So that they believe that they can heal themselves.
Yeah.
For me, that's my divine purpose, is to teach them how to awaken their spirituality,
Yep.
how to be able to reach their highest potential.
Yep.
how to make use of their power and to go back to who they really are.
And vice
True.
versa, every time when we meet a collective of
Yeah.
clients, it helps you bring yourself to a reminder of why you're doing this in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It
just like
will.
when I was sick and I was like my during my hysterectomy. May 7, May 6, I did my hysterectomy. May 7, I already have a client.
Yeah, I know.
May 7, I already have a client, and I
And
can
then
say
the
no to that.
reunion happened between me and her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm so open to all the people who are willing to help themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Like the divine purpose is not only for doing something for others, but also fulfilling your own.
Yeah, facts.
Do you love what you're doing? Are you passionate about what you're doing? Because there
Mm-hmm.
are some people who would like to heal, but they're not really into it. It's just
Yeah.
because of the money that they get from it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I feel that. I felt that energy just now when you said that. Because
Yeah.
I'm being pushed out from my current full time girl. I'm about to put it. It's going to be public. Oh well, I'm going to have to be putting in a resignation letter. God's pushing me out.
Mm.
It's there, and I feel it, and I
So I
understand.
mean, divinely guided, divine timing. And if it's meant for you, it's meant for you.
Mm-hmm.
It'll not
Mhm.
pass you by.
And it will align
So
for you.
like we have like 1 minute to go. I encourage everyone to assess themselves and feel it in your heart. If you're drawn to watching this podcast on YouTube, it means that you have a calling. It means
Yeah.
that you're interested. It means something purposeful, soulful. So if I were you, I'm going to check out Rika. I'm going to check myself. I'm going to check Wella and ask.
Mm-hmm.
Ask a question.
Leave a comment on the description box. We want to hear you guys'
Yeah.
thoughts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ask
And
a question.
this is a safe
And so we
space
can
for
answer you,
everyone.
yes. Yeah, this is a safe space for everybody. So, one more minute and we are off to go.
Yeah.
And it's time for dinner. It's late dinner already for us. Usually we eat dinner at 5. So, any last
Thoughts?
advice?
My last thoughts. Well, you go first.
For me, just be open. Just be open to receiving. Be open. Question everything. I always tell the people that I meet, question everything and be open. And if you find yourself watching this podcast, it means that you have a calling. So yeah.
If you're watching this podcast YouTube video, I will just recommend you to really put in the question on the description box. You are drawn. Okay. You clicked it, you're drawn. Something is kicking you somewhere in the rear end. Follow the intuition. Follow it because more than the times is 100% correct.
True.
So that is my
And we will
advice.
put Yeah, and we will put our website or our contact numbers on the comment box so that you can reach us. Yeah.
So you point me, I mean,
So,
me pointing.
yeah. So, if you feel drawn to Rika or Wella or me, go ahead and type our names and we're going to get back to you as soon as we can.
Yeah, so type in
Yeah.
Jenny, type in Rika, type in Bella. We are right there with
Yes.
you. Your soul sister
Yeah.
circle right over here for you.
Yes, and
Yeah.
watch out
So,
for more. We have more episodes, and this is we're so excited to show you guys. And
yeah. So,
welcome
this
back.
is just the beginning. This is just so raw. It's so raw. Like, we're just like talking about life, spirituality.
Yes,
Trust
and
me,
Yeah.
love it.
it'll get more raw and deep as it goes. So please stay tuned.
And then if you're also interested in guesting on our Soul Circle podcast on YouTube, let us know. We would love to guest you in. Okay, I'm sending you love, light, healing, and abundance.
Bye.
Bye. Make sure to
Bye.
subscribe. Bye, guys.
Bye.